Hello everyone. In our last lesson we discussed about the meaning of BODMAS, PEMDAS and BIDMAS, and we had some examples on how to use them. But today we want to see more examples on how we can use this BODMAS. This is order of operation when we have many operations in it, more than 4 or 5 operations at a time. So let's say we have 3 examples here. Let's take them one after the other and see how we go about it. Now, the first example that we have here, number 1, we have 24 minus 4 bracket close minus 16 divided by 2. Now when you come back to a BODMAS, which one comes first? Brackets. And if it is PEMDAS you want to use as well, which one comes first? Parentheses, which also means bracket as well. So for this one we have 24 minus 4 will be what? 20. Then minus. Is it possible for us to do this one at the same time? Yes, we can do it as we are going on with this y, because this subtraction sign has separated the two. So we are not going to work on the subtraction first, but we are going to work on this one. Or better still, for simplification, for ECSS, or for you to understand, let's repeat it to say, okay, we are taking one operation at a time. So now, what would be the next thing to do? We've done P or B, which is the bracket. Now, the next one is exponents or of. Other, we don't have that. Do we have the next one? Division. Yes, we have division here. Let's go. That means we are going to do this division. That is 16 divided by 2. 16 divided by 2 will be 8. Then bring down your minus and your 20. Then I have subtraction. So 20 minus 8 will give us 12. And that is your final answer. Now let's see example 2. So for example 2, you have 2 brackets, that is this and this. Is it possible to do the 2 at the same time, or we do them one after the other? We can do the 2 at the same time because they are not connected in any way. For instance, 18 plus 12 give us 30. So I have 30 here. Then 13 minus 4 will give us 9. So then bring back other operations that you have, minus 72, then divide here, then times 15 here. So what do I do next? Here I have division, so I have to do my division next. Why? Because in this order of operation that we have here, after bracket you go for off, but there was no off there. Then division, yes, there's division there, so let's do division. 72 divided by 9. 72 divided by 9 will give us 8. Then what next? Bring back your subtraction sign. 30 times 15. Good. So the next operation here is what? Multiplication, because multiplication comes after division. Say 15 times 30. 15 times 30 will give us 450. 450 minus 8. So 450 minus 8 will give us 442. And that's the final answer. Okay, let's see the third example. So for the third example, you have 2 times bracket open 2 times 4.2 minus 7.8 bracket close, plus bracket open 7.1 minus 6.9. You notice that this one is a bit different. Why? Because you have 2 operations in a bracket. So what do? The same rule that you have in working on order of operation will be applicable with each bracket as well, which means we work this bracket first. But how do we go about this bracket? We start with the operation that is closer. So there's no bracket in the bracket. Which one is the closer one? No off or other. no division, but the next one is what? Multiplication. So let's do 2 times 4.2. If you do 2 times 4.2, it will give you 8.4. Then bring down your minus 7.8. Close your bracket. Then bring back other operations and numbers that you have not used. But can we work on this bracket as well since they are not connected? Of course we can. 7.1 minus 6.9. If you do 7.1 minus 6.9, you have 0.2. So now let's work on this bracket that we still have here. 8.4 minus 7.8. If you do 8.4 minus 7.8, you will have 0.6. So now is 0.6. Bring back other operations and numbers that you have around them. Times 2 plus 0.2. Now look at what we have here. We have multiplication and addition. Which one do we go for first? Excellent. We go for multiplication first. That is 2 times 0.6. If you do 2 times 0.6, you have 1.2. Then bring back the remaining operation plus 0.2. So 1.2 plus 0.2 will definitely give you 1.4 as your final answer. So it's that simple. So in other words, when you have an operation or a mathematical equation, no matter how long it is, no matter how many operations you have there, you can still walk through it one after the other. Just take your time. Remember the steps you need to follow, which one comes first. And remember that rule as well. Division and multiplication, you can work them together, but ensure you work them from left to right. Addition and subtraction, you can work them together, but you work them from left to right. Have a nice day.